I mean, you can see, I mean, all these buzzbaits are real loud. The better the bubble trail your buzzbait's throwing, the better one you have. And it seems like the older one you have in your box, the one that's more chewed, the one that has hardly any skirt left, you know, that's the one that you're going to get your bites on. And I mean, a lot of guys stress that, you know, I mean, because it is important. And I mean, there's some things too, and I mean, you guys, I'll pass this box around too. But another little modification I do to my buzzbaits is whenever I buy one, I take this out of the package, I straighten out basically I'll call it the shank of the buzzbait. I'll take that little stopper on there and I'll actually get a file and make an X on the top of that stopper just to make added extra noise. I mean, basically the more resistance you're gonna have for that buzzbait, the louder it's gonna squeak, the more noise it's gonna make, and the better the bubble trail it's gonna give. So I mean, that's a good point. Anybody else? And basically it's the same rod, same reel, except I'm going to 50-pound braid. And that braid, especially when I know I'm catching them on a buzzbait that day, I'll have 2 rods on my deck, one with fluorocarbon and one with braid. And there's a bunch of different style hooks. I mean, pretty much keep it simple. I mean, something small. I mean, we talked about it a little bit before. You know, a lot of guys get carried away with throwing something real beefy, a beefy hook. I throw something real small. It's almost similar to what I throw drop shot fishing. And yeah, I'm not reliable for anybody that steps on that. But I mean, just throw something light wire, because a lot of times with this you're using light line. See, I throw this on braid. I'm a firm believer of braid, especially for the amount that I fish, and even for you guys. Like for an example, you guys are out there fishing, you just re-spool your rod up with brand new fluorocarbon. You go out once or twice, you throw it in the garage for 2 weeks, you go cast it the very next time, and it seems like it has all kinds of memory. Braided line will save yourself a lot of money throughout the course of the year just because you can keep it on your reel so long. I mean, for me, it doesn't matter if I just left Florida fishing for 10-pound fish to go up north to go catch 3-pound smallmouth. 20-pound braid on a spinning reel is going to work throughout the country. All I got to do is I got to change my leader. You know, so if I'm fishing down in Florida, I can jump up to 15, 17-pound leader if I wanted to. Then if I'm going up north to go catch spotted bass or smallmouth, you know, I can easily just drop down on that same reel and use, you know, 5, 6, 7-pound test.
Another question, do you use any kind of line conditioner?
I don't.
You do not?
No, it seems like for me, I'm re-spooling a lot. You know, I mean, we have a lot on the line, a lot of these tournaments, and that's one thing we don't want to worry about. I mean, we fish like wild men, you know, a lot of times. I mean, these are 7 staple techniques that I use. But there's 30 more that I'll use, you know, throughout the course of a day or course of a couple days. So a lot of times the rods are thrown around. You can't keep track of what's on what a lot of times. So I don't use a conditioner. I mean, it's definitely wise if you only have, you know, 5 or 6 rods and you're really trying to take care of them. But let me see, that rod fell about 25 minutes ago. I haven't picked it up yet. You know, it's just, it's just braided line is awesome. It's a good line to use.